When I first started trading, I wanted to know the best times on the weekends to trade because it's a different market. And a different market means a different type of trader. Asian markets and European markets are a different type of trader than the American markets during the New York hours of 9:30 to 4:30 or Central Time from 8:30 to 3:30. So I decided I was going to figure this out on my own and go backwards in time using the 4-hour chart and figure out where the lower end of the volume was and how much volatility and liquidity I had in that market. The best times to trade are Saturday afternoon, about 5 o'clock in the afternoon, when the Asian markets start to open because Asia starts on Sunday. They don't start on Mondays like we do. So Asia starts Saturday afternoon around 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific time, which is 8 o'clock p.m. Eastern time. And it goes until Sunday morning at around 8 a.m. Here's the thing. From Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Eastern, to Sunday morning at 5 or Sunday morning at 2 a.m., the Asian market is very short candled. Once they get momentum, they go in the same way, which is what I've been seeing. So if it's going up, what I notice is that even though these candles are really small, some of them are 40 pips, some of them are only 80 pips, and they're every hour. So it takes a lot of time to get there. But what I notice is that once they get momentum, they just keep going the same way. So that to me shows that it's a consistent effort in the same direction, as opposed to a lot of times when we see the pump and dump, like we saw on March 2nd here, where the orange turd decided to pump. And then prior to that, his family bought a bunch of crypto. Crypto isn't regulated by the SEC, so there is no illegality in doing that, which makes it very difficult for those of us who are in the market at the time. If we're on the wrong side, like if we're on the short side and it goes long, then we lose everything. And that day on March 2nd, he wiped out about $12 billion worth of shorts. That's a lot of money to wipe out in less than an hour and a half. So you have to be careful of what the orange turd says and what his family says, because they're able to pump and dump. So you really want to take into consideration what's going on and understand that even if it's fake news that's coming out, which a lot of it is, and a lot of it is hyperbole or opinions, if it takes in the market and the market takes it, it doesn't matter whether it was fake or not, the market took it. So you got to deal with that. What I do to mitigate my risk is I look at the markets on the weekends because there's not a lot of volatility during the times of 5 p.m. on a Saturday afternoon Pacific time into the morning on Sunday at 8 a.m. The orange turd isn't awake. He is not able to flap his mouth too much. So we don't have the volatility. I'm going to trade and be able to mitigate my risk and also make a few bucks. The times that are great on the weekends to trade, the peak volatility in the Asian and European markets are a lot different than the volatility in the New York market. It starts at about 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern on Saturday, and it goes into Sunday morning at about 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, and then it segues out, it just relaxes a little bit. And then the overlap happens when the pre-market crypto activity happens from Sunday, 6 a.m. until about 3 p.m. Pacific or 6 p.m. Eastern. And that's when that overlap of the European afternoon and the US pre-market activity happens, where they're starting to see where they want to take this trade. This weekend, we have trades going into the 85 area. And the news is that if this candle's over 85, then it's going up to the moon. And if it doesn't, then it's going down. So that is the consensus of the news. And again, you got to trade what the market gives you. You can't just trade what the news gives you. Trade what the market gives you. Right now, we're in a consolidation phase from about 80 85,270 into the 84,740 area. And this is where you want to take a look at risk to reward. What is my risk to reward on this trade? Do I want to go short or long? And am I going to play within certain areas so that I just put in my short and I put in my long and it bounces off of each other? What you can do is decide where that short and long is, and outside of that area, it doesn't matter. As long as it's playing within that area and you can get that short at the top and that long at the bottom, it will automatically take the short and automatically take the long if you put it in correctly. So those are a little bit more advanced techniques that I've learned as I've gone through this myself and taken the losses and also had the win. That's trading. Make sure that you're willing to take those losses to get those wins. And that's the best part about trading, is that you are in control of exactly what you're going to bid at. You are in control of what you want your account to look like, and you're in control of your emotions. Emotional trading, I've had those days. Trust me, they are not pretty. They are hard. Make sure that you are trading in a space where you have the room to make the mistakes you want to make. And during the weekends, that is a very good time, even though it's a lot of liquidity, but the volatility is minimal because it's not, the candles aren't really big. The trend was up at about 10 o'clock last night, and it started to move upwards, and it climbed all morning long. And so at 6 o'clock, we had the longest candle, and then it corrected itself and back up into the 85 area. So it went from 84,109 into 85,414. And that's that's huge. That's over 1%. So you're making that money, but it's a longer time frame than the shorter movement in the Asian and European markets on the weekend. Take the link below and go sign up for a Flex account where you can leverage your money and learn how to trade and get a wallet. There's other videos on this channel that you can learn how to get a wallet. I'm starting a community, and if you're interested in that, go put your name and get on a wait list. You can find the link below in the description. Have a great day. I hope this finds you all very well, and it's exciting to be able to share this with you because it helps me when I'm able to talk about it, and I get very excited when I can not only learn, but help others learn as well, because it's what I've been wanting to do. See you on the next video. Can't wait to learn more about your trades. So make sure you put in the comments the kind of trades that you're doing with the Flex Perpetuals. See you there. Bye.